Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today is just an update on the PTS stream that we had earlier with Yannick and Daria. So I thought I'd quickly just run down what was said just in case you missed it and just go through some key points. So the first thing that they decided to talk about was obviously the DLC. That is the main talking point that the whole community is on about at the moment. They just wanted to set the record straight. They've said the DLC is coming in 2025. It's just not coming in this season as it should have. And they've actually gave us a couple of little spoilers. So to start with, it is called Battle for Brooklyn. So, and then they gave us this little teaser, which I'll put on screen now. So yeah, so they're still fully committed to the DLC. It's not being cancelled. They're planning on bringing it out this year. Another thing to note is Yannick did say that this is categorized as a DLC. Warlords of New York was an expansion. So when you're looking about what size it might be and how big it might be, just use that as a comparison. They're not claiming this to be an expansion, so don't get your hopes up too much. The delay was purely just to clean it all up and make it better, not that it's been postponed or they're adding anything extra. So again, don't expect them to be reworking the whole DLC for any particular reason. Next up was the main reason that they were doing the stream, and that was to announce the PTS that starts tomorrow. Preload is available now. I've managed to get it done and it is only on PC. They have addressed that obviously it's too hard to do PTSs for console, so that's why they don't do it that way. But yeah, so the PTS starts tomorrow. There's going to be different gear, including this new exotic SMG. And also there's another exotic backpack. And then there's various different things around. Obviously, we can go into that a bit more detail once we're looking through the PTS. But yeah, and then they discuss the new modifiers. So these modifiers are to encourage you to play more aggressively. So they want you up in people's faces and killing them really quickly, basically. So these modifiers will help with that. But again, once we've looked at the PTS and we can go through it a bit more details, we'll go into that in more detail. There is some changes to the enemy modifiers as well. But again, we'll go into that in a bit more detail after the PTS. But they have said that these modifiers should make the game a lot more exciting. So let's see how they go. There was a bit more about obviously how to unlock the modifiers, and obviously this current season you have to do priority objectives as well. That's been scrapped. They've now said that all of the modifiers will be unlocked through the seasonal journey, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. We'll have to play through it first and see how that goes. Season XP has also been buffed if you've got modifiers active. So I know a lot of the community, including myself, questioned what was the benefit of using the modifiers, but obviously this does give you an incentive now to turn it on. Another great thing is that season XP will now be earned on all open world activities. It obviously wasn't last time, and it's been an absolute pain to get to a level 100 in your season pass, so that's another plus from there. Another thing that obviously the community's been crying out for God knows how long now is more stash space, and they are finally giving it to us. Yannick mentioned that with the seasonal characters they managed to find a way, and obviously now we don't have the seasonal characters. They've managed to implement it in their own little way. So there is a catch around this. They are doing it on a priority basis. So if you own Warlords of New York, you will get an extra 50 space in your stash. And then if you own the Year 1 pass, which I believe was also in the Ultimate Edition of the game, you get 50 stash space. So in total, you can have up to 100. I then mentioned about the new season's Manhunt, and we are going after Kelso again. Didn't give us any more information as to what we're going after her for, whether or not she's just left her packed lunch at home and we're trying to give it to her. But either way, we're after Kelso. She's looking a bit rough, I think. But yeah, so there's going to be, the way I took it as, there's going to be harder clues to try and decipher to get the information. But we will see how that comes. Hopefully the first few will be on the PTS like there was last year, so we can have a look at that. But yeah, that's another good thing. And then they touched upon the Climax Mission that is coming at the end of this season. They stated that the exotic chess piece is a guaranteed drop on the master difficulty on your first try, and you can continue to farm that mission to get extras if you want to, but that is a percentage drop rate. And they also showed the baddie. Well, I'm guessing it's the main boss person from the Climax mission. It's a black tusk man with some spray paint, but again, we don't have any more information than that. So we'll get that in a couple of weeks when the Climax mission finishes. And then they went through some general question and answers. It was usually the same thing, but one main thing that I'm happy about, and I'm sure a lot of people in the community are as well, they have actually found a fix for the global event issue in Division 1. So that's in the testing phase at the moment, and hopefully that will be implemented soon and that will come back into that game. So yeah, it was quite a positive from the developers. Obviously, we were all a little bit annoyed about the DLC delay, but you can tell that they genuinely want this game to succeed and they're going to keep going. Yannick mentioned quite a few times that they have got a very small team working on this compared to what they used to. So, yeah, I'm going to get on the PTS this weekend and see how that goes. And, yeah, I will do a video on that, let you guys know. But, again, if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. Comment below on what you think was the best thing in this stream, and then yeah, if you want to, subscribe. Thank you.